Hello friends, welcome to the session on 8051 microcontroller unit. In this session, we'll be discussing about 8051 arithmetic instructions. In this session, we will see what we mean by arithmetic instructions for the microcontroller unit 8051 and what kind of arithmetic operations we are able to perform by using this microcontroller unit 8051. Also, we will go for the discussion of different examples. That is, in this session, we will see the syntax of writing the arithmetic instructions for the microcontroller unit 8051. And also, we will see some examples and what kind of semantics is being associated with the different instructions of the microcontroller unit 8051. Friends, you are viewing this session on my YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to the channel to see many other educational videos on the various topics of the subjects of electronics and computer science. So let us start the session with the question what we mean by the different arithmetic instructions for the microcontroller 8051. We know that the microcontroller unit 8051 has a set of instructions, and these instructions can be classified into different categories such as data transfer, arithmetic, logical, branching, subroutine, and bit manipulation. In this session, we are going to discuss the arithmetic instructions for the microcontroller 8051. We know that any instruction is a kind of a binary pattern, and this instruction is being designed to perform a specific function. As far as the microcontroller 8051 is concerned, it has not many instructions. Arithmetic instructions are very useful instructions, and frequently they are needed when we write the assembly language program. By using these instructions, we can perform the arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division on the 8-bit numbers. And one can easily observe that whenever we make the use of these instructions, then the flags are affected when these instructions are executed. So we can add the content of the accumulator with the immediate data. Also, it is possible that you can add the content of some register with accumulator, or you can add the content of memory location with accumulator. And for this, you can make the use of direct and indirect addressing. Also, it is possible that by using arithmetic instruction, you can subtract the data of register from accumulator or memory, and you can store the result in the accumulator. And for this also, you can make the use of direct and indirect addressing. It is possible that in 8051, you can have instruction for multiplication, division. Also, you have instruction for increment and decrement operations. So all such operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, increment, decrement can be performed by using the arithmetic instructions of the microcontroller unit 8051. So let us go for the discussion of these instructions. The first instruction is the add instruction, add a comma hash data, where the immediate data that is being provided in the instruction will be added into the accumulator, and the result will be stored in the accumulator. For example, when we write add a comma hash 23, and if the a already contained 23, then after the execution of this instruction, we will get the result 46 hexadecimal in the accumulator. Another instruction is add c a comma hash data, where in this case, we will add the immediate data and the content of the carry flag into the accumulator. That is the reason this character C appears in this instruction. So for example, if we write this instruction as add C A comma hash 23, and if A contain 20 hexadecimal and carry flag is 1, then after the execution of this instruction, one can find the result 44 hexadecimal in the accumulator. Another instruction is add A comma Rn, where the content of the register can be added into the accumulator and the result will be stored in the accumulator. Say for example, if we write add A comma R2 and A contains 2, 3 and R2 contains 5, 5, then after the execution of this instruction, we will get the result 7, 8 in the accumulator with R2 remain the same 5, 5. Add C A comma Rn, where the content of the register Rn and the content of the carry flag are being added into the accumulator and the result is stored in the accumulator. Say for example, when we write the instruction add C A comma R2 and A is 2, 3, R2 is 5, 5 and carry flag is set to 1, then in that case, after the execution of the result, we will get the content of accumulator equal to 7, 9. Another form of the add instruction is add A comma direct, where the content of the direct memory is being added into the accumulator and the result is stored in the accumulator. If we write add A comma 50, and if A contains 2, 3 and memory location 50 contains 5, 5, then after the execution of this instruction, we will get the result 7, 8 in the accumulator. Another form of the add instruction is add C A comma direct, where the content of the direct memory location are added into the accumulator along with the carry flag. If we write add C A comma 50, if A has 2, 3, memory location 50 has 5, 5 and carry flag is set to 1, then after the execution of this instruction, we will get accumulator equal to 7, 9 hexadecimal. Another form of the add is add A comma at Ri, where the content of the memory location that is being pointed by Ri is being added into the accumulator and the result will be stored in the accumulator. For example, if we write add A comma at R0, then if the content of A is 2, 3, content of R0 is 2, 3 and the memory location 2, 3 has the content 5, 5, then after the execution of this instruction, we will get the result 7, 8 in the accumulator. Another form of the add instruction is add C A comma at Ri, where we can add the content of memory location pointed by Ri and the content of carry flag to the accumulator, and we will store the result in accumulator. Say for example, if we write the instruction add C A comma at R0, then after the execution of this instruction, you will find that the contents of A and RO along with carry flag are added to get the result 7, 9 in the accumulator. After addition, the most commonly used instruction is the subtraction. So SUBB A comma hash data, where we will subtract the immediate data and the content of the carry flag from the accumulator, and we will store the result in the accumulator. If we write this instruction SUBB A comma hash 2, 3, and if A has 2, 4 and carry flag is 1, then after the execution of this instruction, we will get the content of accumulator equal to 0, 0. Another form is SUBB A comma Rn, where the content of the register Rn and the content of the carry flag are subtracted from the accumulator and the result is stored in the accumulator. So if we write this instruction SUBB A comma R2, if A has 2, 3, R2 has 5, 5, carry flag is set to 0, then in that case, we will get the result accumulator is equal to CE and the carry flag will be set to 1. Another form of the instruction is SUBB A comma direct, where we can subtract the content of the direct memory and the content of the carry flag from the accumulator and the result will be stored in the accumulator. If we write SUBB A comma 4, 5, if A has 2, 3, memory location 4, 5 has 5, 0 and carry flag is set reset to 0, then we will get the result A is equal to D3 and carry flag will be set to 1. Another form of the instruction is SUBB A comma at RI, where we will subtract the content of the memory location pointed by RI and the content of the carry flag from A, and we will store the result in A. So this instruction can be written as SUBB A comma at RO. If A has 55, RO has 23. If memory location 23 contains 05 and carry flag is 1, then after the execution of this instruction, we will get accumulator is equal to 4F. RO will remain unchanged, memory location will remain unchanged, and carry flag will be reset to 0. It is possible that in 8051 instruction, you can multiply the two 8-bit numbers by using this instruction MULAB. So unsigned 8-bit integer in the A and in the register B will be multiplied with each other. Observe that the lower order byte of the result will be stored in A and the higher order byte of the result will be stored in B. And after the execution, the carry flag is being cleared. Say, for example, if we write MULAB, if A is 23 and B is 55, then after the execution of this instruction, we will get the result A is equal to 9F and B is equal to 0B. It is also possible that we can divide the two numbers and direct instruction is being given, such as division DIV-AB. So this will divide the 8-bit unsigned number in the A by the 8-bit unsigned number in the register B. The quotient will be stored in the A and the remainder will be stored in the register B. The carry flag and overflow flag are cleared. If the content of the B is 0, then the overflow flag will be set. So if we write the instruction division AB and suppose A has 23, B has 05, after execution, we will get the result as 0700 because 23 is just nothing but it is equal to 35 decimal, and therefore when we divide it by 7, when we divide it by 5, we will get the result equal to 7. Another instruction that is very useful in 8051 is DAA, that is decimal adjust after addition. So when the two BCD numbers are added, then the number that we get as a result is a non-BCD number. But if you want to convert it into the BCD, then you can make the use of this instruction DAA. So this instruction is executed after adding two BCD numbers, and then we can store the result in the accumulator. So for example, if A contains 53, if R1 contains 58 and carry flag is 0, and if we write the instruction add A comma R1, then after the execution of this instruction, we will get the result AB in accumulator, 58 will remain in R1 and carry flag will remain 0. But if we execute this instruction DAA, then after the execution of this instruction, you will find that it will be converted into a BCD, and therefore this number now will become 11 and carry flag will be set to 1. Another instruction is the clear instruction CLRA, where the content of accumulator will be made 0 and no flags are affected. Another instruction is increment the content of the accumulator by 1. That is, whenever we execute this instruction INCA, then the content of accumulator will be incremented by 1. Another form of the increment is increment RN, increment direct, and increment at RI. So there are different ways by which you can increment the content of the register or the content of the direct memory location or the content of the memory location that is pointed by RI. Also, you can increment the content of the data pointer DPTR by which is a 16-bit number, and it can be incremented by using this instruction INC DPTR. It is also possible that you can decrement the content of A by 1 by using this instruction DECA. So whenever you execute this instruction, you will find that the content of the accumulator will be decremented by 1. Other forms of the decrement instructions are DEC-RN, DEC-direct memory location, or DEC at RI. That is, you can decrement the content of the register or the content of the memory location or the content of the memory location that is pointed by RI. Now let us go for a simple example. Suppose we want to write a 8051 instruction to subtract the content of the register R2 from the content of accumulator, and we want to store the result in accumulator. So in that case, we will load the first number 45 into the accumulator. Then we will move the second number 27 hexadecimal into the register R2. Then we will clear the carry flag, and then we will use the instruction SUBB A, R2, that is subtract with borrow A, R2. So whenever you type such instructions, and if you want to execute such instructions, then as I told you, you can make the use of 8051 simulator app or virtual labs 8051 simulator. And when you type such instruction and when you run it, then one can easily find that after the execution in the accumulator, you will get the result, which is just nothing but 1EH. That is after subtraction of 45 hexadecimal and 27 hexadecimal, we will get the result 1EH in the accumulator. Another program you can always try that. Suppose we want to write the 8051 instruction to multiply the contents of the register B with the contents of the register A, and we want to store the result in the locations 50H and 51H. In that case, you can write the instructions such as you can move the first number 45 in accumulator, second number 27 hexadecimal in the register B. You can multiply them by using this instruction MULAB. Now you know that LSB is in accumulator and MSB is in the register B, and therefore you can move this, the content of A to 50 and content of B to 51 by making the use of the instruction move 51, B. These instructions can also be typed by using the 8051 simulator, and when you run them, and if there are no errors, then you can run them. After executing them, you can find that you will get the result accumulator content is 83H and the content of B is just nothing but 0AH. The same content will be stored at these locations also. So thank you, friends, for viewing the session. Hopefully you have understood what we mean by arithmetic instructions for the microcontroller unit 8051. Thank you all for viewing the session.